This is P.3, example number 5. So for example number 5, it says solve this inequality. And it gives us an inequality to solve, which is, I'm going to switch my marker because that one is not cooperating. Let's do this one. X over 3 plus 1/2 greater than x over 4 plus 3. Now if you remember yesterday I said what is it that we don't like about this particular problem? Fractions. Now there's two ways to do this. We can multiply by each of the denominators, or we can multiply by the lowest common multiple, aka the common denominator. What is the lowest common multiple of 2, 3, and 4? 12, right? Do you guys know that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every single term and I'm going to multiply it by 12 over 1. And I'm going to write that out. So we need to distribute that. So I'm going to say 12, 12, 12, and then 12. And then everything else will kind of stay the same. I'm going to have, this will be, oh, I should do it over 1, right? Not that it makes a difference, but we should keep that in mind so we know. So that, what's that going to be multiplied by? Well, that'll be multiplied by x over 3 plus 1 over 2 greater than x over 4 plus 1 over 3. And so when we write it that way, technically this is the top, and this is the top, and this is the top, and this is the top. So anything multiplied by 1 is itself, so we can kind of ignore the 1's. And then we could just reduce the fractions. So if we're going to reduce the fractions, what is 12 divided by 3? 4. So this just becomes 4x. What's 12 divided by 2? 6. So this just becomes 6. Is greater than, what's 12 divided by 4? 3. So this becomes 3x because the x doesn't go away, right? And then what's 12 divided by 3? 4. Positive 4, right? Now that's a much easier problem to solve, isn't it? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the little x and move it over to the other side. Now because I want the 3 to go with the x, 3x is being added on the right hand side. In other words, it's a positive 3x. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. These will cancel and I get x plus 6 is greater than 4. Now I want to move the 6 over to the other side. Since my 6 is being added to x, to move it away from the x, I do the inverse operation, which is to subtract. And I end up with x is greater than -2. Now what we want to be careful is there's lots of ways to represent that. It's not x equals 2, it's x is greater than 2. So what I want, or greater than -2. So what I want you to remember is what we're really talking about is a solution set for any number greater than -2. Now you could write it this way on a number line, or you could write it as -2, comma, how far does that go out? To infinity. Okay? Any questions? Good, good, good.